Okay, guys, good morning. We're going to continue with the lessons. We're going to start with chapter 9. We're going to see right now lesson 9.1 that is about multiplying by powers of 10. Okay? Before we can continue, I'm going to explain what it means an exponential form. Okay? When you see or when you're going to see in your book to leave your answers in exponential form, it means this, okay? It's when you have a number with an exponential. 10 to the second power is the same as 100, okay? You multiply 10 times 10 or just you put two zeros with the 1. It means 100. For example, if you have 10 to the third power, okay? 10 to the third power, you can multiply 10 times 10 times 10 or just put 3 zeros with the 1. For example, I'm going to put the 1 and I'm going to put 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 3. Okay? That is the same. Okay? The only difference, this is exponential form and this is just a number. Okay? So let's continue with the exercises of the book. Some are the same, others are kind of similar. Pay attention and listen, please. Now, for example, I have this one. I have 6.462 times 10 to the second power. This is the same as this. I just convert this into this. 10 to the second power, it's 100. Okay? So what I have to do? I need to move, every time I multiply numbers by powers of 10, the only thing I have to do is to move my decimal point to the right, the amount of zeros that I have. For example, in this case, how many zeros do we have in this number? 2. So it means that I'm going to move this decimal point 2 spaces to the right. I'm going to put 6. Okay, sorry, 6. And if I move 2 spaces to the right, okay, it's going to be like this. And that's my answer. Okay? Now, let's go to the next one. I need to multiply 8.5673 times 10. How many zeros do we have the 10? Or the 10 have? Just 1. That means I need to move just 1 space, the decimal point to the right. So in that case, it's going to be 85.673. The next one, I need to multiply 1000 times 5.678. Okay, the 1000 has 3 zeros. That means I need to move my decimal point 3 spaces to the right. Okay? If I move 3 spaces, my decimal point is going to be at the end or after the 8. So my answer is going to be like this. We don't put the decimal point. Okay? When my decimal point is at the end, at the really end, it's not necessary to put the decimal point. Okay? So my answer is like this, 5,678. Okay? Next one. I have 0.234 times 10 to the third power. Okay? 10 to the third power is the same as this, 1000. What I have to do? Move the decimal point 3 spaces to the right. Okay? In this case, if I move 1, 2, 3, my final answer is going to be like this. If you put this 0, it's okay. Okay? The answer is going to be the same. The next one. I have 0.331 times 10 to the fourth power. That means I need to put 4 zeros with the 1. 10 to the fourth power is the same as this. Do you see? That means I need to move 4 spaces to the right, the decimal point. Okay? I'm going to put the number over here. Okay? If I move 1 space, this is going to be in here. Okay? If I move it 2 spaces, it's going to be over here. If I move it 3 spaces, it's going to be over here, but I needed to move 4. So, but I don't have more numbers. So in that case, I'm going to put 1 0 and the point. But like I told you, it's not necessary to put the decimal point at the really end. So my answer can be like this or just like this. Perfect. Let's continue with the last two. Okay? With the last two, I have 7.5 times blank space equals to 750. I need to put a number, the exponential form, or a multiplication of 10. Okay? 7.5. How I get from this to this? I move the decimal point 2 spaces. That means I can put this or 10 to the second power. That's my answer. Okay? Next one. 8.15 times blank space. How I get from this to this? How many spaces do I move? If I don't know how to do it, I'm going to show you in this way. Okay? If I move it 1, the decimal point is going to be like this. This is not the same as this. So I need to move it one more time. If I move it 1 space more, it's going to be like this. But this answer is not the same as this. Okay? Now, that means I need to move it one more time. Okay? And my answer is like this. Do we have the same answer? Yes. How many times do I move the decimal point? I move it 3 times. That means it's going to be, my answer is going to be like this or like this. Okay guys, this is everything for today and for this lesson. Later I'm going to give you the exercise you need to do. Thank you.